Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
Jeff, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm very excited that we're able to pull off Shark Week this year in its 32nd year, considering all of the obstacles we faced.
People look forward to Shark Week every year. Why do you think it's so popular, Jeff?
Well, the documentaries that we make for Shark Week are really fascinating, and people learn a lot about sharks, and the footage is always incredible. And then we've added the element of having celebrities that are usually having their first encounter with a shark, which is always interesting, like, Shaq and Mike Tyson and Will Smith. And it's really fascinating to see how they react to these animals. And a lot of people can probably relate to the fear that they feel at first, and then they later overcome. So, I attribute a lot of the success of Shark Week to the variety of programs that we have. That you know, it attracts a broad audience of people that are casual shark observers, if you will, and also shark fanatics, scientists. A lot of people love Shark Week, and it's really a time to celebrate sharks, all things sharky, shark parties, shark drinking games, and it's a fun escape in the summer.
Of course, I go back to, like Jaws, and I think that kind of was the catalyst for all of this because the interest in sharks. I mean, you really are like, Hooper in Jaws. You've really done your research, and you probably know more about sharks than anyone.
Well, I've had the pleasure, really, of being around sharks for so many years and learning about them. And I was also part of the Jaws generation. I saw that in the theaters, and I was petrified of sharks until I actually got in the water and realized that, well, hey, they're not going to just come in and destroy my cage and sink my boat. They're actually they can be quite shy and very cautious animals. And every shark is different. That's the other thing that we learn, is that some are aggressive, some are more cautious, some are shy, they won't go near you. So, we learn so much about sharks every time we're on the water. And I've been very blessed to spend so much time all around the world with these animals, especially great whites, which are my personal favorite shark.
You've been around Shark Week since pretty much it began, and you created Air Shark. Do you encounter a lot of people that have close encounters with sharks?
Well, what's interesting, Shark Week actually started in 1988. And back then, I think the prevailing attitude was that the only good shark is a dead shark. People, that had experienced Jaws were scared of sharks, and they actually preferred that they be taken out of the ocean to make the ocean a safer place to swim. But since Shark Week's been around, now in its 32nd year, I think the attitude is that people love sharks and they want to see them protected. Sharks faced a lot of pressures and a lot of challenges: loss of habitat, overfishing. We even had orcas attacking and killing our great whites in South Africa. And so I'm just happy that Shark Week has made people more aware of sharks and the problems that sharks face, and made sharks the most popular wild animal in the world.
I guess they are also the most feared animal on Earth. I have people in my family that have unreasonable fear of sharks. They don't even go to the ocean, and they're scared of sharks.
It's interesting there. A lot of people are scared of sharks, but when you think about it, think of how many people are in the ocean every day along our coastlines. And what they may not know is there's a lot of sharks swimming below them. And we see that when we fly drones up and down the coast. I've seen sharks swim under surfboards, and we're talking about big great whites under paddle boards. They're around us all the time because they do spend a lot of time in very shallow water. But how often do you hear of a shark attack? It's an extremely rare event, considering the millions and millions of people that are in the ocean, using the ocean every day. The sharks can generally tell that humans are something that they don't normally eat, and they would just prefer to avoid us. Occasionally there's an accident when you have an attack, but that's exactly what it is. It's an accident. The shark mistaking a human for something that's possibly good to eat.
In our final moments together, what are the things that you had to learn as a shark cinematographer? Because I guess it's a whole different muscle than just shooting, people and trees. You have to be really aware of your environment and what those sharks are doing.
Well, filming sharks is not easy, and you really have to do your research before you go out in the field, because these animals don't just show up on cue. They don't get a script. You have to know when the shark is going to be in a certain area where you want to film. When I started, I went to Australia once, and I was there 18 days. We didn't see one shark, and I found out later, oh, they're never here in March. So sometimes you learn the hard way.
It's all about timing.
Yeah, exactly. And sharks are on a clock, and they give us a little window into their lives every now and then. And if you understand when that window is open, you can usually come back with some pretty good footage.
And you have some amazing footage. I'm a fan of your work. Your documentaries are just absolutely well. Again, that's why you're on Discovery. You're no slouch when it comes to doing this.
A lot of it, I think, is just luck. People say I get lucky because I've been fortunate and blessed to capture some unbelievable behaviors. And I work with a great crew that's same guys I've been working with for 20 years. And, we work hard, and a lot of times we get good results. So if you work at something long enough, I guess you get better at it. I don't know, maybe I am, but it's been a lot of fun. Definitely.
Well, you are the best, Jeff. Thank you so much for your time this morning. Again, Shark Week coming up, and let's all tune into the Discovery Channel. Let's all watch your documentaries as they come by.
Thanks so much. I appreciate you having me.
This celebrity interview is sponsored by...
I'm Annette Civarella with Pia Anderson Moss Hoyt, Utah's leading entertainment law firm, serving clients nationwide. We provide solid, attentive representation focusing on minimizing risk, reducing cost, and protecting the reputation and privacy of our clients. Our goal is to provide you with the legal representation you need to make the right decisions and to protect you and your creative works. Call or email me for a free consultation.